Thank you, Joe. Wow, can you believe that, Bob? 60? Wow.
It.
Hey, maybe that will get rid of the pests. Speaking of, we're talking about when it gets cold outside, we want to stay indoors and keep warm, of course. And we aren't the only ones. Rodents want to stay inside, too. And our next guest says chances are they will want to move in with you. Maybe after this weekend, after the 60-degree temperatures. We have Bob O'Donnell back with us from Truly Nolan Pest Control, and he's got some advice on how to keep the rodents out of your house this winter. Hello, Bob.
Hello.
It's great to have you back. So, you know, I guess you can't blame the rodents.
No.
You know, it's cold outside. Who wants to be out there?
Right.
But it can wreak havoc on your home, right? In more ways than one.
Yeah, I mean, they can not only, I mean, they use the insulation from your house for nesting material. There has been cases where they'll chew wires. They'll chew through drywall. I mean, you have to have a pretty good infestation for them to be able to do that. But yeah, I mean, they can cause hundreds to thousands of dollars worth of damage.
Wow, and also they spread disease too, I think, right?
Yeah, respiratory, breathing,
oh my gosh.
the feces and the urine. They have no bladder control, so as they're walking, they're urinating. So as they go, you know, no matter where they're at, it's not like they have a designated place or outside the nest. I
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, we have some tips that you provided us for people so they can, you know, stay safe, I guess, and keep these little guys out of there. So let's look at the first one here. We have seal cracks and crevices outside. That's the key, right? Outside?
That's actually the most important part. Actually, you notice the cracks and crevices from inside, like if you're in your basement. Any daylight that you see, you want to try to close that up. We recommend steel wool. But you can buy a thicker gauge mesh, staple it to whatever you can get it to. But the steel wool works because you can actually push it inside the hole, and then you can still staple it to whatever stud or seal plate that's available. Okay.
I know you said they can chew through that, but it takes them a little while, so that's a good one. All right, next you have eliminate all moisture sites.
Yeah, it's like us, we need moisture, we need water to survive, and so do mice. So the more that you can eliminate the downspout that has a leak that's coming down onto the deck that's running into the house, the better you are prepared to keep them out.
Okay. Good point. 3, you have store firewood at least 20 feet from the house. Do they live in the firewood or something?
They do. They use the firewood for nesting. And if you think of how firewood is stacked, there's always a little crevice that they can get themselves into. They reproduce fairly quickly, and they can have up to 10 to 12 pups per litter. So, you know, every 14 days, you know, they can reproduce, and it takes another
14 days?
Another 14 days for gestation. But yeah, you know, in a short period of time, on average, you could have yourself a problem.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fast. All right. 4, you have keep shrubbery well trimmed.
It's just a mechanism to keep them like at the base. You don't want them to be able to build a nest at the base of the shrubs. So the more that you can keep that area clean, the better off you would be.
And do they? I guess they would live anywhere that they can be warm.
Any
and
place
kind of
that they can burrow. Yeah. They like to burrow and like to get into holes. So you know, the shrubbery. If the shrubbery is hanging down, that's an excellent place for them to build a nest. Okay.
Finally, install door sweeps and repair damaged screens. This can happen a lot in the wintertime, especially with the wind blowing like it does.
Right.
You know, you can get all kinds of issues if you have some screen doors, right?
Right. You want to concentrate on your exterior doors and make sure that the sweeps are on, like, your garage doors. A lot of places we go into, that's one of the first recommendations we have, because when you're in the garage and you can look out and you can see daylight, you know, it's as simple as putting a skirt on the bottom of the garage door, so when it closes, it has a flap, and it keeps not only mice out, but other insects also.
Okay, very good. We're out of time, but I just wanted to say real quick that there are 2 kinds of traps. You said that the glue traps are probably the best kind, and then if you're putting poison out, you definitely need something that's going to lock.
You need something to make sure it's safe.
Okay, great. Okay. Well, thank you, Bob.
Oh, you're welcome.
And we do have all of those tips that Bob was talking about on our website. For a recap for you, it's centralpatv.com, as well as more info on Truly Nolan. Thanks again,
Thank
and
you.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
We'll be right back.